Hi, this video found you today because deep down you needed someone to tell you that, my friend, you are going to be okay. I don't know who you are, I don't know what you're going through, I don't know what difficulties you're facing in your life today, but I can assure you that you're going to go through all of this and very smoothly, and to only realize that all this happened for a reason. Today, I want to share a story with you, which is being told on this planet for thousands of years now. It is a story of a Chinese farmer who was just randomly, spending his day in his farm. And he realized that his only horse had ran away. Now, the villagers gathered up and they told him that how unlucky you are and how misfortunate this event is. The farmer smiled and replied to them that maybe, I don't know. Next day, that same horse returned, but not alone. It returned with three more wild horses along. All the villagers gathered again, and all of them advised the farmer that maybe this was so fortunate for you. The farmer smiled and he told, maybe, I don't know. Few days passed by. Now his only son was riding this wild horse, and while riding, he fell down. Now the villagers came and they said, I think, to be honest, these horses are going to bring misfortune in your life. So the farmer smiled and he said, maybe, as usual. Next day, in the village, the army had come to pick all the youngsters from the village to join the army. When they came into the house of this farmer, they realized that the farmer's only son had fallen down and had broken his leg. So they did not took him to the war. And so his only son could be saved and was with his family after that. So I don't know how these series, went by chapter in the farmer's life, but his attitude and approach towards all these events were so beautiful. And I don't know, we can say that the good fortunate events brought so much of pain to the farmer and the farmer's family, while the so-called bad fortunate events which happened saved and protected his son along. In life, we also have these phases and chapters going on, and to only realize while looking back towards those events that they happened for some reason. Let me tell you, just be along with me in this video, and let me within few minutes tell you that why you're going through this and how you're going to be okay within the next few years when you look back towards these events. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is me, Kaveri Gavari, this side. I post content related to self-growth, how to become a better person, or simply the art of living life, wherein I can showcase you that perspective of life which you thought it could never be. Tell me, how many times in our life or in the span of these so many years which we are on this planet, we have talked to ourselves that all the bad things happen to me. After a devastating event, we often tell ourselves that, you know what, this is the end and this is the worst thing that could have ever happened to me. Maybe that failure, maybe that rejection, maybe that good friendship that ended, maybe the job, maybe the dream, maybe the car that you couldn't afford, and so many such continuous events in our lives. And just to blame and say that, you know what, all these things and all these misfortunate things happen only to me. Look at them, how easy and peaceful their life is, while mine is full of rain and sorrow. But to only realize that everyone's story unfolds differently in everyone's life, and these stages that unfold are totally different from one another, and to only realize that our life is created for our special purpose, and the goals which we need to achieve while others is for their. Many a times we often blame not just life, the circumstances. Along with that, we blame ourselves that maybe I am not enough, and that is the worst quality which we could ever talk about ourselves. Look at Steve Jobs. If I give you the example of him, what happened to him? You know what? He started a company to only get fired from that company which he started. But years later, he talked about it and he said that that was the most beautiful chapter of his life, because if he was not fired from that company, then he could not have explored much and discovered much along the way and what he was. So all these events happen for some reason, but to become patient and to realize that all of these good things are going to come alive within few next years, months, or days, and so maybe right at this particular moment you're filled with sorrow, unhappiness, or maybe a lot of anger towards life because it might not be going according to your plan. But what if life hasn't stopped writing it? What if life is still writing your chapter? We often try to escape these chapter, but what if it is quietly preparing us for the chapter we prayed desperately for? We often rush towards such moments and label them as failures. We often rush towards such circumstances, calling ourselves unlucky. We often rush and tell that maybe my life is falling apart. But what if it is all being done so that you have a beautiful destination forward ahead? So, if today life feels confusing towards you, don't rush. Keep walking, because once Steve Jobs has said this, that we can't connect the dots looking forward, but we can connect them by looking backwards. Just go ahead, keep walking, one more day, one more sunrise, and from years till now, you would be looking backward to only realize that this chapter did not destroy you. In fact, it was the only chapter which built you for such a beautiful ending forward ahead. And now, coming towards the end of this video, I don't know how much value this video might have for a number of people who have watched this. But I do pray that out of these five people, even if one needed it to hear it right at this exact moment, and which might have changed their perspective and might have built a strong hope inside them, I would be more than happy. Sending a lots of love and positivity from my side to yours. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching this video till then. Do like, subscribe, and share to my YouTube channel. Your positivity and love reaches out to me in all the uncertain ways. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a nice